Welcome back. Hi, I'm Nicole. Welcome to, I guess I called it NicStitches. Sure, I'm good with it. This is a cross stitch channel, a floss tube, if you will. It is also generally third week running, filmed on a Monday night. So it's also a little bit of a Monday night football channel. Tonight is Ravens-Rams. Score is 7-0. Lamar Jackson is superhuman. I'll give you another update at some point, I'm sure. So welcome to everyone who's coming back and all of the new people. So many new people this week. I'm so stupid excited. Still have yet to figure out how to tell my family, like, BT dubs, I talk to strangers on the internet and we're friends now. Haven't figured out that one yet. Also, the fairly, I believe, also standard warning, I have sleeping children upstairs sleeping. They're not sleeping. One of them informed me his stomach hurts. He might come see us. Hope not, but you never know. So this week I didn't have a ton of news. I didn't have any new starts. I didn't have any finally effing overs. I didn't have any of it. I had a few whips. I was out of town last weekend. I mentioned that I was headed out of town to go see what became an abysmal football game. I mean, I had fun. Whether or not the football team did, I couldn't tell you. But I did some stuff and I figured I had enough stories and I can talk enough that might not even be a full half hour today, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna jump right in. I also decided that this week I got my life together, moderately, excuse me, and I wanted to talk back. Not like talk back like kids do, but respond. I've seen some questions and comments and stuff, so I did. I wrote it all down, or I pulled out my laptop so I can actually answer all of the questions, because I know last week I kept saying it's all in my phone and there's nothing I can do. So I did remember to get my life together that much today. Also, my apologies for sounding somewhat like, you know, your 70-year-old smoking grandmother who's been smoking her whole life. May or may not have partied like a frat boy during Greek week this weekend. And my old lady body's like, no ma'am, don't do that. So I'm like, it's attractive. And then, you know, I came home and I successfully showered because, you know, you guys can smell me. But I did not wash my hair. I did not put any makeup on. So that's life. Welcome to the club. So first I'll do, calling it haul is such a stretch, but the things I purchased this week that count in the arts and crafts realm of the universe. So I wasn't going to buy anything. My plan for this week was not to spend any money on any crafty, stitchy, anything. So I am a Black Friday whore. Like, there is no better way to say it. I am those people. I love it. I get in line at 2 a.m. and I love to go. I am against it being on Thursday. I am against it being on Thanksgiving and interfering with eating and drinking mimosas and watching the Macy's Day Parade. But nonetheless, I have a group of girlfriends who we've all gone together in alternating years. I have one girlfriend specifically. This is our 6th year, maybe. She's coming from out of town this year because I have moved in the last couple of years. So I'm really excited she's coming. But like, we have t-shirts. They say Black Friday Squad. We have fanny packs. Like, so we have 2 hands. We have a hashtag. It is assaulting bitches as necessary. I will fight you for sheets. Done it. I'll do it again. So yeah, so my plan was like, don't spend any money at the freaking craft store this week because I need to save my money so I can go buy things I don't need on Black Friday. So I only spent a little bit of money. So Tuesday or Wednesday night, my husband was wandering around the house. So as many of you are familiar at this point, this is Douglas. He lives here all year in the family room. And I'm not a Christmas decorator. Like, I could care one way or the other. I have a penchant for putting up my Christmas tree like 1 week before Christmas. My husband, however, not the case. He's obsessed, like on multiple levels. And we buy like new like yard ornaments every year. So he came up to me again, a Tuesday or Wednesday night, and he was like, babe, I think I'm gonna go to Michael's and see what kind of Christmas decorations they have. Do you need anything? And I'm like, it's like the bravest or dumbest question he's ever asked. Like, that was a chance, that was a risk. Of course I'm not turning down a chance to go to Michael's. I did really, really well. Really well. I got this one, my infamous 932 from the Stitch along that I lost. I think it's under the couch somewhere. I have looked and looked and I can't find it, and I haven't been able to finish my Stitch, the words and the writing. So I did finally buy more of this one little skein. And then I'm working on both the Wizard of Oz and the Christmas calendar, which I'll show you in a minute here. And they use a lot, both of them use a lot of a color. And when I was in Michael's, I couldn't remember if it was 517 or 519, so I bought them both. Now that I'm home, it's 517. So yeah, I bought those. All the floss stuff I bought. To be fair, we went to the crappy Michael's and they didn't have any like Ada or anything in the store. And I was like, I'm not going to buy stuff for the sake of buying it. And I still convinced my husband that this is like the cheapest hobby I could have. So I didn't want to spoil it just yet. And then we were wandering around. So we have a front porch. It's over there. We have a front porch and we always do the thing where you string the garland across the front of the porch. I say we, it's him. I don't do it. And he has these big red bows that hang from it and they look like shit. Like, not the concept, but the bows are like 7 years old. He's had them since before he and I were together, and they get like smashed into a box every year. So I was like, let's look at new bows. And we did, but the bows, the crabby bows were like $4 and the bows we liked were 15 bucks a piece. So what did I come home with? 75 feet of ribbon. I've never made a bow in my life. I don't know how to do this. I don't know what I'm doing. He literally pulled up YouTube in the middle of Michael's and was like, look, it's not that hard. You can totally do it. So now I am the proud owner of, 75 feet of ribbon. It was $7. I'm not mad about it. It was 50% off. So yeah, I'll let you know how that goes. If it works, I'm going to go get another big spool and make more. But I figured for $7, I can make one, or no, I think we decided it would make 8. For $7, I can make 8, or for $7, I could buy one because they have the coupon. I mean, I'm here for being thrifty. I just don't know that I'm. So I'm going to make bows this week. Whatever. So that's all I bought. For someone who doesn't like decorating, I did try and talk him into buying one of those big reindeer that goes in your front yard, you know, like the white ones with the lights on them. I couldn't talk him into it. He told me we didn't need it. To be clear, we already have a snowman, a Santa Claus. What's the other one? Presents, maybe? I don't know. We already have 3 of those giant, not inflatables, like the hard metal wire ones. And he said we didn't need it. I still don't necessarily know that I agree. I might go back and get it. Because if you're going to do it, do it. So yeah. I did good. So moving to my whips of the week, nothing new. Like I said, I didn't start anything. I wanted to. I really need to go. Want to go through the Owl Forest Designs one that I got, that pattern. I need to go through and find out what I'm missing to start that one because I do love it. And I've seen a couple other people mention it recently and I'm getting antsy. And what better way to make sure you finish the projects you've started than start a new project? Whatever. I want to do it, so I'm going to do it. So I did not do a ton this week. I was also out of town. So we got this first, the Christmas calendar. I did more work on that little house there on December 5th, and that was it. So once again, I will backtrack on my own words of goal was end of November. And then I said maybe December, first week of December. And I think last week I said maybe by Christmas. I'm still going to go with maybe by Christmas, but I'm way too distracted in life to pick this up every single night. Like I said, like I worked on it every single night at first. And I realized how slow it was because the boxes are 32 by 32. Math. It's a lot. It's like 900. Is that right? No. I don't know. You guys have a calculator. Do it. Math. It's a lot of freaking stitches in one box. A lot more than I realized. So it just isn't moving very fast. I do still like it and I'm excited to finish it. It's just not going to make it. It's just not high on my priority list. I got too distracted. I got too many other things I like. So it is what it is. I also pulled back out this Harry Potter stitch along. I finished the green swirl. Oh, that light is hitting it real hard. It doesn't like this fabric. And then I got started on Hogwarts. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, you can kind of see it. There you go. Hogwarts. So I got that it actually looks like a hill with a building on it. It kind of looks like the Parthenon right now, which is not what I'm going for, but we'll get there. But yeah, I did spend time working on this. And then my ever favorite, I spent time on my Wizard of Oz watercolor thing. I love it. I still love it. Every time I work on it, I'm just like, oh my God, I'm obsessed. It's so pretty. And then I get really excited. And because I think I said early on, like, this is the one I'm going to like pay to have framed. Like I throw stuff in frames all the time, but I haven't really had the urge to like actually pay good money. And so I've been planning on taking it to like Michael's or Joann's because I know they have the 70% off coupons or 60% off. Like they're constantly marking down their framing. Now, I'm not dumb. I have been shopping for decades. I know that it's just marked up to crazy land and then they run a coupon all the time. I've literally never seen them not running a coupon. So I guess in my mind, I was like, it's like $100 maybe. I don't know how big that's going to be. 8 by 12 maybe-ish size. Yeah, ish. So I've been thinking about it. And then the other day, I believe it was in Cross Stitch Unlimited on Facebook. Somebody said she went and got a quote at Michael's with the coupon to get, I think hers was like an 18 by 24 finished piece framed with the coupon. It was like over $500. I have so many 4-letter words for that. It's not even funny. So yeah, when I finish that, which again, like I know me, it's not going to be December. Probably won't be January. I would like it if it were January, but I don't trust that I will do it that much. So I'll look into it and see what I can find. I'm not paying $500. Not doing it. I've heard people say that local framers may actually be a better option. So I may look into that. And when all else fails, I'll buy a frame and stick that sucker in there myself. Because why not? So yeah, that was my adventure. But those were all of my whips this week. I think I Floss Tube last Monday and I did those Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night. And then Friday we had friends come to town. And Saturday we drove to Washington, D.C. or technically Landover, Maryland for the football game. And then I just got home maybe 3 hours ago. So my plan after this is I am going to stitch while I continue to watch the Ravens, who are now winning 14-0. So yeah, there's that. But the main reason I decided I was going to go ahead and do a floss tube tonight, even though I don't have a lot of like floss, was to talk to people, to answer some questions, commenty things. Actually, 1 second. See, I wasn't kidding. It was literally just one. I had to grab my cheat sheet because I wrote stuff down. So I've, in the last couple weeks, for a variety of reasons, I've had quite a few people who have reached out and said hello and left comments. And I'll go through the YouTube ones in a minute, not ignoring you. But Instagram, I had to write them down because, again, I'm talking to you in the phone and Instagram's in the phone. Maybe you can pull it up on like the Google, but not trying. So, okay, so I'm going to do that first. So first, Nikki on Instagram, and her name is Matthews Townville Creations. She's a gem. I love her. She messaged me last week after I said something about going to the game. She's a Redskins fan. I get really excited to find other stitchy NFL fans. I feel like that's such a tiny little like corner of the universe that it's not super common. And she and I just have like a bajillion things in common. And she commented on the Wizard of Oz pattern and bought it and started it. At least she told me she started it. And she said, we now have an unofficial stitch along. So if you want a Wizard of Oz with us, that is Hard Knock Life Studio on Etsy. The pattern's amazing. Hard, very hard. It's totally confettied, but there's no back stitching. So yeah, so that's really exciting. Who else did I want to say hi to? Mackenzie MacStitch. She left me a comment. Couldn't tell you which picture. I didn't put that in my notes, but she left me a comment and she was like, oh my God, I love you. And I'm obsessed in like not a crazy way. And I laughed because I'm that way. Like I have become friends with many of you. You might not even know it. That is weird. It sounds creepy, but it's not. I swear I'm not like Googling you and stalking you. I don't know most of your last names or your real names or whatever. But I get it. Like this is like, I enjoy people that I can like connect with. So yeah, I get it, Mackenzie. There, it's my jam. Also, Carla at Roladex Stitches, she messaged me, commented. I think she commented on a picture as well. And she wants to be long distance Stitchy BFFs. And I was like, yep, I'm here for it. We're doing it. It's so awesome to meet all these people. And Carla, I know, has a Floss Tube that I have not watched yet. I usually do a lot of Floss Tube watching on Mondays. And I wasn't here. And I was in a car with 3 grown adult football fans. And there was just not a way on earth I could convince them that I was going to watch cross-stitch YouTube videos. So I didn't do it. Yeah. And then Jen at uptonstitches. We shared a moment because she spent money because she saw stuff. And girl, I feel you because I do it all the time. I see stuff on Instagram and online and on Floss Tube, and I am constantly, oh, I need that. Like I need it, like big need. And she told me she bookmarked a bunch of stuff and she had bought stuff. And I was like, well, I feel obligated to do unto others as you have done to me. That's the only reason I spend all the money. Once upon a time, I really thought you could only buy cross-stitch patterns like at Joann's in dimensions kits. Like I didn't know this world existed. So you're welcome. Okay, so the last one I got from Instagram, I think, yeah, Kim Possible 111. So as I'm in the car today, I'm like checking my email every once in a while, and I noticed I had quite a few new subscribers, and I was like, that's weird. What happened? I mean, it's cool, don't get me wrong, but I was like, okay. I didn't think anything of it, and I was in the car on my phone, and I didn't really want to like dig into it. She messaged me randomly, and I opened her message, and she was like, oh my God, I found you. Danielle at Stitcherista name dropped you in her video this week. And I was like, what? Like I full on fangirled in the car. Like so I don't know if you guys feel the same way I do, and maybe you do, but like there are some Floss tubers that have thousands, lots of thousands of subscribers. And they get, 10,000 views inside of a week. And everybody knows who they are. And you can just like name drop their YouTube channel and people know who they are. I feel like she was one of them. Like I really feel like Stitcherista is one of those like big name, whatever. And man, like I'm small potatoes here, hiding in my family room, talking to my phone, watching football. Like why would anybody watch me? And so I got the message. And then when I was in the car, I did eventually turn on headphones just so I could listen. I was like, no way. There's no way she said my name. She sure did say my name. So, holy crap on a stick. So, Kim, thank you for giving me a heads up because I don't know that I would have seen that video for another couple of days. And Danielle, holy shit, thank you. Like, I appreciate it. I just appreciate it. I do want to sidebar for a minute. So, like I said, I was watching the video from this morning that she posted, Stitcherista. I'll put it down there in the magic words with the link. And she said, she was on Stitch Mania on Facebook, getting recommendations for floss tubers. First of all, I didn't know that was a group. Never heard of it before. So I went to join it, waiting on my approval. So if whoever you are that's in charge wants to push the little button, please and thank you. But, so she's talking. I'm kind of in shock that anyone mentioned my name again, because I have like, I'm up to like 150 subscribers, which is thrilling, but not the point of my story. So she said, you know, people are real iffy about YouTube and Floss Tube, and they have opinions, and of course they do, because opinions are like assholes. I get it. Well, apparently some lady like went in, why she didn't like Floss Tube. She only liked one person. And again, I'm not in Stitch Mania. I don't know who she is. I don't know any of the things. Not my problem. As a general rule, I don't read the comments. I read your comments. I read comments on like my stuff that I post. But like locally, like when the news posts a headline and I see like 600 comments, like I make a very conscious effort not to even click it. Like I don't want to see it, because it's usually like the depths of humanity comes out from under their fucking bridge and they have the worst things to say. Every so often there's just this hole of time suck that I get like sucked into, and I'm like, yes, look at these horrible people. Like it is like self-deprecating torture. But she started talking about this woman who apparently made a comment that cross stitchers or floss tubers or somebody aren't Christian enough. I don't know. She wasn't positive in the wording, and I want to find it, and I'm going to as soon as I get approved in Stitch Mania. I'm hoping that post is there so I can go read it. Ma'am, Jesus doesn't own DMC. That's not a thing. It's honestly why I love cross stitching so much. Like, I get it. There's a very wholesome side to cross stitching, like so wholesome, and you guys are adorable. But there's also a very not wholesome side of cross stitching, and I'm not wholesome. It's not one of the words that would describe me by anyone, not even my mother. So, yeah, I just got a big kick out of that. And again, like, don't go flooding Stitch Mania. I'm not spilling the tea. Do we do that in Floss Tube land? Like, spill the tea? Like, I don't know. Like I said, don't know her name, never actually seen it. I just got the biggest giggle out of the fact that that happened, because, God, people will just comment the dumbest shit sometimes. So, but yeah. So, look at me. I got my life together. Pulled the laptop out to answer questions and say hello and thank you. There are a lot of you, so that's good. Oh, and these are kind of loaded. The few that I know. All right, so first, someone somewhere, and I'm sure I will find it. Someone asked where I was. I mentioned the Carolina Hurricanes. I am in the suburbs of Raleigh. I think for the safety of the internet, I probably should not be any more specific. But yeah, suburbs of Raleigh, thereabouts. Not from here, but this is where I am. So there's that. Who else did we get? Oh, Douglas. People really like Douglas. I do want to clarify, because I realized, I was like, people aren't going to believe me when I tell you he lives there year round. Like, it's November and he's up, and that's like seasonally appropriate. Shit you not, he'll be there 4th of July just the same as he is now. So hope you don't mind inappropriate holiday decor. It's the story of my life. Let's see. Lots of recommendations on where to buy stuff online, which I have done since then. It was 1-2-3 Stitch, where I did end up finding Black Ada and other things. It was in the last video. So, did that. Yes, no LNS. If I am wrong, if someone knows of one, please, please tell me. Local needle store. At least that's what I think it is. Something, local needle shop, local blah, 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 local. Don't have one. Just big box stores around here. So, that is what it is. Oh, the FFOs. Apparently that tickled quite a few of you. The best part is I wasn't kidding. Like, I really genuinely thought that FFO meant finally fucking over. I had no idea that it didn't. And don't get me wrong, I have been politely notified what it actually means. But a lot of you are like, nope, this is what it's going to mean now. So I wholeheartedly support finally effing over. So I encourage it to continue en masse. Oh, the dyeing adventure. I showed you guys a couple weeks ago. I had dyed even weave and I jacked it up really hard. And there were quite a few people who commented just about like trying ice dyeing and following the tutorials and whatever. And somebody commented, let's see, oh, solerstitches. Damn it, I still don't know your name. I feel like I should push buttons and find out, but I might break something. She had commented not to use boiling water, and she used a few tablespoons of dye. Who else? Somebody else said she used a capful of dye. A capful. I used half the bottle. It seems that might have been my first mistake. So I will attempt that again someday. I don't have reason to do it right now, but it seems I might have used too much dye in addition to too hot of water. So there was some pretty legit user error there. So let's see. Oh, Long Dawn Stitcher. She said she too uses stitching to get away from the stress those little boogers bring, because she also has 3 children. Yeah. Children and husband. Love them all, but there's a lot of them in this house. And this is my free time. So, although he thinks I'm stitching right now. He's like, I'm gonna go to my buddy's house, watch Monday Night Football. You gonna cross stitch? And I was like, after I talk to strangers on the internet. It's cool. So, let's see. Oh, that first title, Slightly Less Wholesome, seems to have caught the eye of a few of you. Honestly, that was my hope. Like, I just wanted people to know out of the gate, like, I try not to swear a lot, but I do. I'll try and keep it like PG-ish, PG-13. How many times can you say fucking PG-13? 1? I'll say 1. I might say it 2 or 3 times. It's fine. We're all grown-ups. So there's that. Lots of suggestions about places to buy patterns and PDFs. Shell Sunflower, she was the one who asked. She's in Raleigh. So yes, I am in the suburbs of Raleigh. Lots of recommendations for X-Stitch magazine. I did check it out. I have not subscribed yet, but I do like it. So thank you. There were quite a few of you who recommended that because I am in the hunt for a magazine. So yeah. Couple book suggestions for my kid. I had asked for those. Let's see. Somebody said they would wish she had my outgoing personality. Girl, it is just as much of a curse as it is a great thing. It gets me in trouble all the time. I don't have a good filter in real life. Like, I'm very known to just speak my opinion. Like, if you ask me, like, oh, do you like this or this? Like, got an answer. I am not wishy-washy about it, but it messes with people sometimes. They're like, wow, like, even my husband sometimes is like, whoa, really? You don't like that? I was like, you asked, I gave you my opinion, that's it. It does me well in my job. I have a job that requires a lot of talking. I also am a firm believer in the meme that says my customer service voice went to Harvard, because it sure did. The rest of me sure didn't. Thankfully, I do a lot of stuff on the phone. So my face needs deliverance, but you can't see it. It's great. Oh, there were a couple Owl Forest suggestions. Like I said, I have the Queen of Hearts. So freaking excited about it. Yeah. And then the first time Stitcherista commented, and she said the woman who said cross stitch is a dead art must be living under a rock. Girl, she was not just under a rock, she was in Southern hell. Yeah, none of that mess. Oh, she also mentioned an HP inkjet printer that you could get ink service every month for $10.59. On my list of things to look into, because color ink is more expensive than anything. So yeah, let's see. Our Ardith Design, Ardith, I think I said that right. She said, I hope you have a great weekend of footballing. And she wrote a whole bunch of sweet comments. Oh, she said, you're so delightful. That is such a polite, are you British? I feel like that's such a polite, like, oh, how sweet. Nobody calls me delightful. A lot of things, but that's not one of them. So thank you. That makes me happy. Oh, Melanie, I fucking love you, dude. That is the first thing she wrote. And I was like, yes, score. So, yep, quite. And again, more of you who like the finally effing overs. Stitching in Sequins said she does Stitch-a-nanigans in Arizona. It's a retreat that she does. I'm going to hunt down her channel and see what that mess is about. Never been to Arizona. Not sure I could really explain to my family I'm going to go on vacation for cross stitch just yet, but I love seeing this kind of stuff. So, yeah. So, thank you all when you leave me comments. I genuinely read every single one, and when I'm in a shit mood, like, they make me happy. Yeah, so thank you. And yeah, that's all I got for today. I did good. I actually made it like upwards of 30 minutes, which I didn't think I was going to. So yeah, once again, next week, I hope I should be able to record next Monday. It's hit or miss. I might be detoxing from Thanksgiving and Black Friday and family time, because that's the thing. Not sure if you guys have seen it. There's a meme making the rounds of the internet, and it's from Twitter. So the original thing is in the middle, and it says, yes, I will be present for the debate. And then someone retweeted it with the comment, I'm ruining this. I should have looked at it before I said it. Maybe I got it backwards. No, I think it's the other way around. Someone said, what are you doing for Thanksgiving dinner? And the retweet comment was, yes, I will be present for the debate. Story of my life. There's not much I enjoy more than debating my family at large family meals. Why not? Because, you know, family, and I love them all, even if they're crazy, but we have like very different like political opinions and opinions on social things, and, you know, like how I should raise my children. So, but I don't hold back. I make family dinners fun. Sure, my husband is so excited. So yeah, but I might end up in full detox mode after that. But I also said I might not film this tonight because I was going to be driving in, and lo and behold, I was like, I'm totally doing it. So, oh, football just went to commercial. I was going to give you a score update. I think it's 14-3. I don't know if it is or not. And I'm not going to hang out and keep rambling just to wait for football, because most of you don't care. And the way YouTube tends to upload these, it's going to be like midnight by the time it shows up. So I will tomorrow probably, unless it uploads fast, I will update below all the comments, and I'll try and get all the names of the people I mentioned on Instagram so you guys can follow them. Please come see me on Instagram. I don't swear quite as much there as I do here. Nature of the beast. But yeah, I try and post a couple every couple times a day, something. Yeah, and I hope to be back next week. I hope to get a lot of things done this week. I expect to get actually none of them done this week, but damn it, I'm going to try. So we made it. We did it again. The kids didn't come visit again unless they're like sitting on the stairs snickering and I just don't hear them. So thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening and a fantastic holiday week. Whether you celebrate things, do people not celebrate things? I guess that's possibly a thing, and especially if you don't live in the States, it's a weird ass holiday. It's a good one. We're gluttonous. We eat a lot and we go shopping. So if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving for any multitude of reasons, good on you. Have a good week. Take the day on Friday. Come join us crazy people shopping. And yeah, I will see you all next time. Bye.